Hey guys, it's nice to have you back here. If you're new, welcome to my channel and subscribe if you want to see more. If you follow me, you know that I am obsessed with vintage looking effects. I just love the colors, the grain, and all the little defects of old videotapes, and I like to play around and recreate them. I've tried a few ways of doing so, and recently my favorite one has been the UNIVERSE2 plugin by Red Giant. Today I'm giving you a tour of my favorite options in UNIVERSE 2.2, as well as showing you how I stylized my last videos with it. I remember the first time I saw the plugin in action, it was in KUNGFURY. If you haven't seen it, I strongly recommend you check it out. It's free on YouTube and it's only 30 minutes. They used a lot of the effects from the Universe plugin. It's one of those movies that you never get tired of watching because it's incredibly stupid and the visual effects are amazing. I also see more and more people using this plugin to stylize their YouTube intros and outros, like in this example with Alisa Violet. If you do intend to use a plugin, you have to make sure that your computer has the minimum requirements to run it. Alright, now we are in the latest version of Adobe Premiere Pro CC. I selected some clips to show you the examples on. This I made in After Effects, and these two are from Pixabay. If you're looking for free footage, I strongly suggest that site because they have a lot of free clips. I also have a text layer that's a PNG image. The effects work great on text layers directly in the software also. My favorite one is the Universe Stylized section, where you can find the Uni Vhs and the retrograde one. So I'm going to start with my favorite, the Uni Vhs one. Drag and drop it on my clip. As soon as you drag and drop it, you will see the effect in action. It's a very powerful plugin, and my computer was supposed to be able to handle it, but I encountered a lot of bugs, and it was making my software crash a lot when I was using the preset box. I reached their customer support right away and they tried their best to help me. Unfortunately, I think that in my case it's due to too many incompatible plugins from different companies, and maybe also because I need to upgrade my computer soon. But I saw a lot of other people having no bugs at all and it runs smoothly for them, so I would recommend this plugin to everyone. Just by drag and dropping the Uni Vhs, already the effect is amazing. I really enjoy it. You can change the tape style, so now it's at VHS, but you can choose bad VHS, SVHS, U-matic, beta or none. Also the frame style, you can choose to make it 4:3, like those good old crop videos. If you choose bad VHS, it's gonna be a little bit more damaged. You can enable text too, so you get like a play button, a timer. You can change the tape damage. Now it's at VHS noise, but you could choose bad tracking, very bad tracking, blank tape, vertical slip, mixed tracking, color noise, or vertical slip too. The worst, I think, is very bad tracking. It gets like super damaged. I think it's pretty. Another one I really like is Uni Retrograde. I'm going to drag and drop it to show you. The first one is going to be black and white. It kind of looks like the Uni Vhs, but it's different as you can change the frame per second and also the type of film that you're going to use. Choose to add saturation or leave it black and white. Again, everything is customizable. You can add some flicker, some blur. You go from a very detailed clip to a realistically older, damaged VHS look. Also, another effect I really like is the holo matrix. You can drag and drop it on anything, text or images, and it creates this holographic effect. Again, you can adjust all of that just right out of dragging and dropping it. It's already super nice. Uni glitch is going to glitch your image. And on text, that's how it looks. As is, it's pretty intense, so maybe you would have to tweak it. Carousel is pretty fun. As is, it makes a very cropped image, kind of Instagram. But you can go change the size of the frame, or you can make it 16 by 9. You can change the coloring too. Now it's very reddish, but you could make it more blue, add light leaks. So again, it's fairly easy to use. There's so much more to this plugin: chromatic aberration, blurs, distortion, heat wave. A lot of tools you could use for sci-fi inspired projects. Also there's realistic camera shake, and I'll make a small montage at the end of this video with more of my favorites. Now I'm going to show you the tools I use to create my latest lyrics videos. So in the case of the MGMT video, you may recognize now the long shadow effect on text that I use. So it would be in the RGB universe text and long shadow. So again, what I did is that I simply made my text in Photoshop and then I added the long shadow to it. And I took some clips from Pixabay. And then after on top, you see the VHS effect. I created an adjustment layer and I simply put it on top. And I went in the stylized section and I chose Uni Vhs, and right away I could see this older VHS effect appearing. So the key with this project was really layering different video clips from Pixabay, clips that I filmed myself too, and I would select my clip and then I would go in opacity and change the blending mode to multiply or difference or soft light, and I would just layer a bunch of clips. What makes it work all together is really those two things, like the fact that the text has a long shadow brings attention to the text and gives it that retro vibe, and the finishing touch is really the Uni Vhs that makes it work all together. So this was the clip before any lyrics and before any finishing touch on top with the adjustment layer. So it's really not the same vibe. So that's what you're gonna get with the plugin. It's just like, it blends it all together. I also made another lyrics video. This one was more like a long, slow composition, and I used different techniques to it, but again on top I used the same effect again, the Uni Vhs, and I tried different type of adjustment to it. So it's just like a subtle, like a distortion of text, color bleeding. I'm just going to show you what it looked like before. So it was pretty bright, and it's really not the same vibe when there's no effect on it. So already just with that effect, it looks a lot more old and intended, like it fits the mood I wanted to give it. For my last example, I wanted to make a fast kinetic typography video of the song Sad by XXXTentacion. So I've applied the Holomatrix 2 effect on a picture of the singer, and as you can see, it works really well on pictures. I tweaked it a little bit and I lowered the effect scale to 50% so I could really see the texture of the picture still. And for the kinetic typography part, I used a script I really liked that's available on aescripts.com. It's called TYPEMONKEY. It's very handy to create kinetic typography type of work. Like we did previously, I've made an adjustment layer and added the Uni Vhs effect on the video to give it a retro style. I really enjoy using this plugin, and even though I could not use the presets, I don't feel like I would, as I could create my own. Oh, another part of the plugin that is super cool are the transitions. They also have presets and they also are customizable. So some of the transitions are like super cheesy, but like in a good way. Like it reminds me of the Star Wars transition. I think they're going really with all that sci-fi type of effects, so it works really well for that. This one's my favorite, the Uni Vhs one. It gives the effect of when you record it too many times on an old VHS. The wobbling and the distortion with the RGB split. It's very pretty. I'm using it in Premiere Pro and also in After Effects, and in both cases it's fast to render. By the way, if you like this style but you can't afford to buy a plugin, I'm going to list some free options in the About section of this video that will help you achieve a similar old VHS look. It will be more time consuming than using a plugin, but the result will be fun and fresh too. If you wish to get the plugin and save time, you can go on the Red Giant website, and they give different licensing options. So it's on their website, you can just go check it out. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Let me know which effect is your favorite in the comment section below. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed my review of the UNIVERSE 2.2 plugin by Red Giant, and subscribe for more. Don't forget to go watch KUNGFURY because it is insane. And have a nice day. I'll see you in another video. Bye bye!